Can you take us through the decision to move to Star?
Yeah, I think it was a decision that the coaches and myself made, something that like fits my skill set. Something I've just kind of been in the back of my mind for a while, but I think it was a collective decision between me and the coaches. I'm happy for it.
You feel like that frees you up to kind of be all over the place a little bit more?
Yeah, I'm excited. Just showcase my talent and just be a playmaker at that position.
Where are you better than you were a year ago?
I feel like I'm bigger, stronger, faster. I got a deeper knowledge of the game. And then just the overall just experience. Like I experienced the game day feels. I played in every game last year. I think I'm just more experienced now.
What's been the biggest adjustment for you in moving to that position?
Just probably the vantage point. Things happen faster at that position than at safety, being at 5 yards versus being at 12. But I think the physicality part has been fine. So yeah.
How do you guys as a group transition from the success of last season to now a clean slate in spring ball?
I think we just reset. We just got to tell each other to stay hungry. Just because we won 10 games last year doesn't mean we done anything this year. And we're looking to do more than that this year. So we just got to stay hungry every day.
With all that you guys lost in the secondary, how would you describe the way that group and specifically the safeties are kind of rebuilding and maybe reestablishing yourselves with some new people in the room?
Yeah, I think we're a lot closer like this year than we were like even at this time last year. Like guys hanging out outside of football. I think that will definitely help us and show up in the field for us in the fall. And I think we trust each other and we know what we all can do.
How appealing was the history of Stars here and under Park? Obviously, it's C.J. Taylor, Brandon Fontenette. How appealing was that for you when you decided to make the move?
Yeah, those guys, and then Kyle Hamilton. He was at Notre Dame. I feel like it's a great opportunity. I feel like I'm in a similar position that Rando was in like a couple years ago, and I'm excited just for the advantage, for the opportunity this fall.
With these last practices, how would you kind of evaluate what the defense has been able to do, maybe looking back to the first spring practice?
I think we had a great day today. We had 2 takeaways. CJ had a pick. Ricardo had a pick. I think we all just are learning more. We all have a deeper knowledge of what we're doing. I think that happens naturally just over a couple of practices. But I'm excited like where we at right now.
You mentioned Kyle Hamilton. Have you kind of gone through some of that tape with the staff?
Yeah. So when I was getting recruited here, that was kind of who they pitched to me, like the type of player I can be. And so I definitely watched a lot of tape on him.
What's it been like growing up in the state, playing ball in Chattanooga, and just seeing the program change and how perception has changed just in the time you've been involved?
It's been kind of crazy. When I first was visiting here, things were not like this. But it's been definitely inspiring, and then like knowing that I have an opportunity this year to really like be a big part of us taking the next step means a lot to me.
You said you feel like you're a little bit like Brandon, like when he came here. Just kind of what ways do you feel that?
Well, I mean, I'm coming here after my freshman year. He came here after his freshman year. So I'm just confident in what I can do.
What would you say is the biggest pride point for this defense? I feel like the offense always gets a lot of attention, but I mean, you guys seem to have a lot of playmakers even from what we saw today.
Yeah, I think physicality is like the number one thing, and then suffocating the ball, and then ultimately we need takeaways, and that's what we want to define our defense.